Going into Conclave, the number one thing I read was that Ray Fiennes is a frontrunner for Best Actor. And yeah, he is. He's brilliant. You really feel the intense stress and pressure that Cardinal Lawrence is under. He's the head of the Conclave who is tasked with finding the next Pope after the last Pope dies. And that's the amazing thing about Conclave. It's a thriller that is entirely dialogue based, a thriller about priests and cardinals trying to elect the next Pope. And there were times where I was riveted by that because of the conversation and because of just the tangled webs that Cardinal Lawrence uncovers with some of the blemishes of the Cardinals' past, some of the black spots on their resumes. And that's where the pressure comes in for Cardinal Lawrence to choose the absolute right person to be the Pope, because some of these Cardinals, some of the candidates have allegations in their past, or some of them have very old ways of thinking and want to take the church back to, more oppressive views of the past. It's a process that I would have never imagined being as tense as portrayed in Conclave. It probably does stretch believability. I know the director and the filmmakers took some liberties with some stuff in the Vatican, like, making it feel more prison-like, to just kind of emphasize how they're all closed off from the world and they have to just shield themselves from all the outside interference. And it really helped convey the isolation of all the cardinals, and it made Cardinal Lawrence's job feel all that more stressful because he's confined in the one space with all these candidates and cardinals that he's investigating and trying to weigh up. It's a thriller where the stakes are moral and ethical, because if Cardinal Lawrence chooses the wrong person to be the Pope, it could ruin the church, not just the reputation of the church, but it could destroy the faiths of believers all over the world. And you just feel the weight of that on his shoulders through the entire film, through Ray Fiennes' really great performance, but also the directing. Edward Berger, he wrings so much tension out of a premise that you wouldn't expect so much tension out of. It's a marvelously shot film as well. Great cinematography, great camera work, the hallways of the Vatican, the grand marble staircases, really well filmed and captured. I like how the camera followed the two characters as they're walking down the staircase, but from the opposite side. Conclave surprised me and kind of blew me away. It's a premise that I just did not expect to be as intense and as riveting as it was. There were a couple of times where my heart was in my mouth. Going into the film, I heard it was very good and that Ray Fiennes was brilliant. Coming out of the film, I can say it was very good and Ray Fiennes was brilliant. And it's one of the best films of the year as well. I say check it out and keep an eye out for it come Oscar season.